Hi guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to the channel, and well, have we got a good one today? Have we got a good one for you today? So, you may or may not be familiar with YouTube's answer to Jabba the Hutt, Boogie2988. He's been around for a while. He was the old original Mountain Dew guy with the Guitar Hero games where he'd smash up consoles in the front path and he'd drink countless amounts of Mountain Dew. And to be fair, that content way back then was actually kind of funny. I mean, I can still find it to this day. It still pops up occasionally on YouTube Shorts. And it was fucking hilarious. Like, you gotta give it to him. It was actually quite funny. And that was the reason his channel exploded. It literally did. You know, he's still got millions of subscribers to this day. But there was a Netflix documentary that was published not too long ago which kind of looked into the life of Boogie2988 and just the complete and utter downfall of the guy. Like, he's blown all his money. Like, he's just absolutely demolished his money, paying for, like, e-girls or something like that, and paying for escorts. We know that he admitted to that. He's paying for escorts. He did buy a lot of cool shit with his money. You know, he's into his collectibles. He filled his house with arcade machines. The cool stuff. Like, you know, he went and splurged out on all of the really expensive collectible models, really expensive collectible cards. The kind of shit I'd probably spend money on if I was an absolute millionaire. I'm obsessed with Pikachus. You can probably see the new Captain Pikachu in the background. Got me that yesterday from a Japanese toy shop. I'm obsessed with Pokemon and Pikachu, to be precise. So, obviously, I watched the documentary. It used to break down all his medical bills, how much he needs to make, how much he needs to kind of have to survive. You know, the guy is an absolute fucking train wreck when you look at kind of what he's doing. You know, he's on so many different kinds of medication. And in America, for those of you who don't know, I know I have American viewers, so I'm obviously not, you know, preaching to you guys that you already know. This shit's not free in the States. You know, in the UK, we're lucky enough to have the NHS, which right now is fucked beyond belief. And my mum's just been in hospital, which is kind of another reason why I'm so fucking angry. And we'll get into it about this in the next couple of minutes with this story. So yeah, Boogie, currently on medication for God knows what. You know, he's on all kinds of drugs for increased blood pressure and all kinds of stuff. Like, the guy is a walking health just accident waiting to happen. I think in the Netflix documentary he had to make like $9,000 or something a month to be able to pay for his medical conditions. Plus obviously his house, his debts. You know, the guy is just suffocating in debt. He nearly lost his house. I mean, there was God knows how many stories have gone around when he tried to shoot someone at his front door. The guy is an absolute train wreck. So most recently, and this isn't even the kicker, most recently he's been promoting some crypto thing that turned out to be a scam and took $10,000 off his subscribers, and basically, yeah, that money's now just gone to Boogie, the bank of Boogie. He scammed $10,000 out of his subscribers to back this non-existent or non-profitable ever crypto coin. But like I say, that isn't the kicker. Boogie, and Asmongold has described this probably in the best way I've heard so far. He just has a gun pointed at his foot with unlimited ammo, and he's just got his finger constantly on the trigger. He's just constantly shooting himself in the foot. So the next big Boogie story, the big drama that is going on in the world right now, is that this lovely human being, if you can even call him that, has faked having cancer. He's faked having cancer and has just been called out on a massive live stream for it, and basically just got taken to pieces and proven to be a liar live on the internet. So I watched the video. I know Asmongold has watched the video as well. I love Asmongold for all my Diablo content. Asmongold has watched the video, and I did watch both the original and this one. And there's a YouTuber or streamer called Destiny, and this guy is just literally taking them to pieces. So, Boogie has been saying that he's had cancer for 2 years. Bearing in mind, there is a very, very specific way you find out that you've got cancer. And the reason it's pissed me off so much is because I have lost very, very close family members to this fucking horrendous illness. And also, most recently, so has M. And it is just the most heartbreaking, disgusting, intrusive, vile fucking form of an illness that you can get. And this absolute calorie hoarder is just faked having it for 2 years and is now, rightly so, being called out. And the most funny part about it, this guy is all about the money. And in this stream, they were trying to get him to prove on his medical records that he has actually got cancer. Now, this guy is all about the money. He will do anything for money. He took $10,000 to have an absolute joke of a boxing match, which the money just didn't go anywhere. He had to pay for all his training and his team and transport and stuff. So basically, he broke even with the $10,000. But this guy, this Destiny guy, rightly so, has gone through each and every step and singled this guy out step by step by step. So recently, Boogie has been asking for money, saying that he needs help with yet more medical bills because of this cancer, this ever so intrusive cancer. Yet one thing that I just find just absolutely just mind-blowing is the fact that it's never actually being confirmed. And the words he is using, he is talking out of that very large fucking arse of his. Let me just put it that way. So, if you have cancer, or if you suspect that you've got cancer, you have to go through a very specific set of tests that the doctors will perform in order to verify if what you have, or what you think you have, is cancer. Boogie has not had this. He's refusing to have it. He's saying that it is too expensive for him to go and get these tests. But he is already being treated with cancer-treating drugs for the last 2 years. But he hasn't had the tests to confirm. He has not had a biopsy, and the form of cancer that he is saying that he has requires a bone marrow test that he hasn't had. He hasn't had that either, yet he is on, in Boogie's own words, medication to treat and prevent his cancer. You absolute fucking scumbag of the earth. Not only was this guy an absolute train wreck anyway, like, he is just the lowest of the low now. Like, you just do not do this. You do not say you have a life-threatening fucking illness that affects thousands upon thousands of American people in the country in which you live, and millions of people around the globe, and literally destroys families, like tears them apart. I have been there when people have taken their last breaths from having cancer, and it is fucking cruel. It is absolutely the worst thing you can experience when someone gets to that point in time when they literally have nothing else. They can't fight it anymore, and they have to take that final breath. I have lost friends, family members, and other close family members that are related to my fiance, and it is the most horrendous fucking illness. And you absolute waste of fucking DNA of threatened, and not even threatened is the word. You've gloated and bragged and made content about the fact that you have cancer when you don't. You've got a fucking issue, and that is compulsive lying. I would honestly, you need to get off the internet right now. Just fucking close that train wreck of a channel down that is absolutely bleeding subscribers day after day. Go on Social Blade. You are no longer relevant. You just literally exist to be the scum of the fucking earth. And I think it is absolutely vile that you can go online with such a big fucking audience still, an audience that most creators would dream of having, and lie and take fucking money off people to say that it is going towards treating your cancer that you haven't even had confirmed. You absolute horrible bastard. Like, there's certain things in this world that I just won't tolerate. And there's certain things that I've been through in life and I've experienced in life. One of my best fucking friends had a double brain tumour and died literally within the space of a couple of days of me last seeing him. And he didn't go the way people thought. When people lose weight, he inflated. He was like a human bubble. He couldn't taste anything anymore. He could barely eat. And he died. It just switched him off and he was fucking gone. And he was one of the most nicest, most respectful people that I have ever had the pleasure of meeting. And I had some absolutely just amazing conversations with that guy. And do you know what I did when he died on my old channel? We raised money and paid for his funeral. And we paid for his flowers. And we made sure that his wife had money. Because they literally got married just before he passed away, purely to make her life easier. That's just one example. One example of one of my really closest friends and someone that I still respect and love and miss to this fucking day, and is no longer with us. And in his will, he actually left me all of his microphone boom arms and things, and all of the parts of the PCs that I still use to this day. They were left to me by someone who died of cancer. Yet you think that it's okay, and you are using having a life-threatening illness to make content. Just let that sink in, people. And if you're subscribed to this absolute fucking diet fiend that needs help, unsubscribe right now. Like, starve the bastard of attention. Because it's absolutely, it makes my fucking piss boil. The fact that he's allowed, and that this kind of content has not been taken down by YouTube. Because he's finished. He is absolutely finished. He's hidden himself on Twitter. He's disabled his Twitter account. But this guy is like a fucking meth addict on Twitter. If you go and look when it comes back up, because believe me, it'll come back up when he needs to tell some more lies. He is just addicted to Twitter. It is only going to take so long before he's fucking jacking back up again on Tim Hortons and fucking tweets. Because that's going to happen. But he's being called out now. He's being proven to be a fucking liar. He won't admit that he has not got it. And the funny thing is that people have offered up to $80,000. They've offered up to $80,000 in donations to him to prove that it's on his medical records, and he won't. And this is a man that is all about money. This is all he cares about, is getting money again. Like, if you had cancer, you would prove it. If you are that in the spotlight, if you are as big as your channel still is. He's still got over 2 million subscribers. It's a fucking joke that he's allowed on this platform. But I just had to bring attention to it. You are an absolute fucking waste of DNA. You do not deserve the life that you have right now. You don't deserve anything. For you to fake an illness of that caliber, to fake an illness in anything, to say that you've got something wrong with you when you haven't is bad enough, but to fake an illness that literally tears people's families apart and ruins relationships and breaks hearts every single fucking day. You're absolutely disgusting. You are the lowest of the low, and you do not belong to be on this platform. You do not. And it's simple as, if I was at YouTube, I'd be looking at getting his fucking channel shut down. You can't be saying you've got things like this when you haven't. That's not content. That is not entertainment whatsoever. He's putting it out there to however many million of people, when the official statistics now from like the scientific bodies, the Public Health England's, probably the public health version of America, 1 in 3 people in a lifetime will be affected or will have cancer. It is physically impossible for you not to have offended someone else on your subscribers, or for you not to have said what you have said to someone who is either suffering, has suffered, or has lost someone as a result of having cancer. You utter fucking scumbag. That's a kind of all I've got to say on the matter. If you subscribe to Boogie2988, if you think he's funny, if you think he's an entertainer, he's not. He actually deserves to fucking lose his life now. But that's all I can say on the matter. I don't want to say too much. Don't want to get myself banned. But there we go. Absolute. Just cunt. Just a cunt of the earth. Just another one to add to the list of cunts. But there we go. Hopefully something happens. Hopefully he does end up with some kind of fucking life-threatening illness. Then he'll realise you don't use that as a joke. You don't use it as the butt of entertainment. You do not use it to create content. Full stop. Anyway, that's kind of my 2 cents on it. I will see you all very soon. Thanks very much for watching, people. Bye for now.